ordination service. Yes, at 10:30. Before that, let's watch what happened yesterday.
Being aware and informed. Do you know that Black Lives Matter?
Not, but prayers born of not wanting to study war no more, this morning.
Oh, victory, victory, we march on, till it's won. Oh, victory.
We knew that Black Lives mattered, and then we learned that kids need extra protection, and our church voted on how to help.
First, H.R. 5325, the Ending Push-Out Act, would help to break the school-to-prison pipeline by investing in safe and nurturing school environments for all students, especially girls of color. This bill is endorsed by the United Methodist Women. Second, H.R. 2407, the Promoting Human Rights for Palestinian Children Living Under Israeli Military Occupation Act, would prohibit the use of U.S. tax dollars to fund military detention and abuse of children by any country, including Israel. And third, the Refugee Protection Act, which incorporates the Keep Families Together Act. This bill would prohibit the separation of children from their parents and guardians. What this means is that the deplorable practice of detaining and caging infant children and youth would effectively end. The bill also outlines procedures to reunite families who have already been separated. Item 22 also recommends study of military spending, war profiteering, and militarized policing in our communities. The executive team of the California-Nevada United Methodist Women has endorsed this resolution as written to move us forward in dismantling racism and ending the criminalization of children and youth. On behalf of the task force, I move for approval, item 22.
This critical resolution is before you. Are there any questions, any discussion that you would like to enter into?
We were glad that it passed. Hey, you were watching with us, and some of you sent pictures. Hi, kids. I'm glad you came to conference with us. Yay! We also got to see some youth. The youth delegates watch, and they get to vote. Then it was time for awards. We got to see different awards given away to different people. And then we got
Carry
to see an
Denman
award
for
given
evangelism
to
to three
another
committed
kid.
souls: a young person, a lay person, and a clergy person.
This faithful soul is the praise and worship leader for her church. At just 14 years old and entering the 9th grade, this bearer of the good news has been leading the praise and worship team to bring souls to Christ for several years already. I remember the first time I saw this firebrand leading worship, I could feel the Holy Spirit using this anointed young person to lead hearts closer to Jesus. Through an innovative and freeing way of engaging and encouraging people to worship God, it was deeply spiritual and accessible to all ages. The most tangible way I see lives being transformed by Christ because of her service is through the powerful tool of worship. When we could gather together in church buildings, it was clear to see the ability to set the atmosphere and tone for worship and lead people to a closer experience of worshiping Christ. On virtual worship, the experience is felt just as powerfully. Only now we're able to share it more widely to and for the glory of God. As John Wesley used traditional and untraditional means to share faith, so does she. She shares her faith through music by singing at her school, in her community, and shares with the world via YouTube and social media platforms. The good news is not confined to Sunday morning. She also works with the Sunday school and youth group in her church. Her confident, welcoming, and loving spirit is evident to all she encounters. Recently, she graduated Roosevelt School with honors and was awarded highest distinction of the school district as Student of the Year for 2019-2020 for academic and social contributions. The light of Christ shines brightly through her and out and into the world. Her ministry is authentic and compelling. Her loving spirit draws people closer to want to experience the love of Christ for themselves. She's joined in ministry partnership with her brother Prince and her sister Princess, who also actively participate. This dynamic trio is nurtured by faithful and loving parents who continue to cultivate their children to serve the Lord with all their gifts. This deep faith at a young age encourages other young people that it is very possible to be serious about your faith and still be a young, cool person at the same time. I am humbled and deeply honored to present the Harry Denman Award for Evangelism to Precious Mangubak of Daly City United Methodist Church. Praise be to God.
We were excited to see a kid get an award. Kids can share God's love just like pastors like Charles Tran and like our lay leader, Michelle Pope, who was surprised. We were surprised when we went to the tech room and saw all the fancy machines. Then conference was over. They voted to adjourn. But we got to go to the memorial service and celebrate the saints that have gone before us. And the bishop blessed us as we left. That's it. That's the end of conference. Mort, did you like conference this year? Do you want to come back next year? Don't forget the ordination service. And then we'll be back next year.